logic and rational. Whenever we have conversation or debate, let's just call it an interaction using words, if it's led by logic and rationale, you are breaking bread because you are reasoning with each other. Now, breaking bread is your brain. So you're breaking the bread. You're breaking any belief systems. You're trying to understand something, or understand if you want to be semantic. But to understand is to stand under the tree. The tree is your brain. So when you break bread, you are trying to gain a different perspective, perhaps a higher perspective, because you're trying to see and hear. But the problem with debate and words is that if emotion comes in, especially if somebody who is trying to maintain a narrative or a paradigm, you can't break bread because they don't want it to be broken. Now, why would you want to break the bread? Because you break the bread to put it into your mouth to then chew it. And the action of chewing, symbolically, is to chew the cud. So you're thinking about things constantly to attain gnosis, to understand the whys and wherefores. And then you can respond because you have knowledge, and that knowledge will become experience, and experience and knowledge becomes wisdom. Now we can speak ad nauseum about the stars, space, human affairs, but that will never solve your own mystery within. So when you go inwards, it reveals itself inside you, and that's where it all is. And then things start to happen for you, the individual, and that's what they are trying to stop. When it says shout it from the rooftop, it means to meditate. And then you connect to the unified field. And that connection then raises the consciousness of everyone else around you, and they don't know it. So when I say to somebody like Tom, keep your eye open for 11:11, and then he starts seeing 11:11 everywhere, it sets off a chain of events in that individual's life. All he has to do is meditate to receive and clean the house to raise the energy. That's it. And it's one mind at a time. It's not about groups. It's an individual who then belongs to the higher collective, but still remains an individual. So we can debate astrotheology and everything else, the pyramids and all those wonderful things, till the fucking cows come home, and you'll have a head full of knowledge, which is wonderful, but ultimately fucking useless. The world is ran by people with knowledge, but no experience, and therefore they have no wisdom. When you raise the energy, that gives you wisdom. That's the divine feminine, Sophia, Sophie. She is wisdom. She is the comforter. Now, then you'll know for a fact because of internal experience that it's all within. And then you'll be able to manifest what you need. But sometimes these manifestations are not even done by the mind. They're not conscious. It's done by your consciousness on your behalf. So when I'm having problems at work, thinking, I've got that order to fulfill, I've got this customer to please, how the fuck am I going to do that? And my boss has the same problem. He's like, how the fuck are we going to do that? And somehow it just comes together. And I'm kind of like, wow, that's pretty cool. Or one order gets cancelled, which allows us to fulfill another order. How fortuitous. How provident. Get it? And you'll still have the normal works, bloody fly. There's still struggles. But it's not like it was before, where you're up against it. It's happening for you, to move you along. The things that you need in your life to make your life more bearable, to make your life easier, will be given to you. And to the point where you'll be thinking, how the fuck does that happen? The mystery of yourself. Know yourself. Even simple things like, for my motorhome, I need a wood burner. And I'm looking online, too expensive. I need an attractive looking, solid, cast iron, steel wood burner. That's cheap. And then I let it go. 3 or 4 days later, it came up on Facebook Marketplace, 80 quid. So me and my mate Tom drove there, my work colleague, to pick it up. I had 2 £50 notes. Have you got any change? To the seller. He said, oh, I haven't. I'll take 50. Doesn't get cheaper than that. It doesn't get better than that. It's just these little things. And when you're meditating, you're relaxing and you're belly breathing and you're oxygenating the blood. There'll be a connection between the heart and the brain. And that's how you communicate with the field. That is prayer. These ancient secrets. And you do that by letting go. Just get your mind out of your fucking way. And things will step in for you to resolve things for you. And that is the path of enlightenment. That is the illumination. And then you're led by the Spirit. Your mind will still have its desires, but you'll let the Spirit take care of those things for you. But first you have to know the Spirit. Oh, be spiritual. Spirit, you are anyway. The Spirit is consciousness. The crowd has arrived.